contracts have all been signed and certified, Captain. And your advance has been passed on through Chome channels. This operation is costing me a fortune, so I expect quick results. My agents have located the hideout of the Kirab who hijacked our water transport.
Welcome, visitor, to Imperial Desert Testing Station number 197. I am Station Supervisor Janine
Any
Strawn
necessary
of the Imperial
correspondence is to come
Engineering Corps.
directly to me.
Yes, this lab has
Not
the
anyone
unique
else at the
distinction of
Guild.
being headed by an engineer.
The contracts have all been signed and certified, Captain. And your advance has been passed on through Chome channels. This operation is costing me a fortune, so I expect quick results. My agents have located the hideout of the Kirab who hijacked our water transport. Your force is to punish the bandits and recover what water you can. Remember, any necessary correspondence is to come directly to me, not anyone else at the Guild.
By all that's holy, Lazaro, you were right. The water transport had far fewer guards than we normally see. It was a simple matter to overwhelm them. And the ice from the pole, Lazaro. I never thought to see such a sight. We are bringing the transport back to the station by secret path. Have the tank prepared. The thirsty of the region will soon be coming to us with their Solaris in hand. We will all be rich as nobles.
Dr. Verde was right. There is water here. The problem isn't finding it. It's keeping it. Our very first bore turned up water aplenty. It was deep, but we initiated a strong flow. We barely finished patting each other on the back when flow trickled out. The same with our second bore, and our third, and almost a dozen others. Always the same. A strong flow that quickly dries up. None of the big brains seems to have an answer for it. Dr. McCain wants to investigate that oily residue that keeps coming up on the equipment. She thinks it might be organic in nature. Could that somehow be the problem?
Ask any of the nobles, what is a Kirab? A petty bandit, they will tell you. I, Lazaro Fine, am such a Kirab, as was my father and his father before him. Yes, I am a bandit. I embrace that, but I do not accept being petty. There is wealth and power to be had on this Dune, even for one such as me. There is the spice, of course, but spice is the treasure of the Imperium. So what, I ask myself, is the treasure of Dune? Water. Water is that treasure. I see the masters of the Water Keepers Guild growing rich. Why not me? Can water not make even a Kirab a rich man? Indeed, it can. If that Kirab is bold enough to take it. And I am bold enough.
I am not here to tell you what to think. I offer only questions to unlock your own truth. Today's question: what becomes of those who defy House Atreides? Recently, dear listener, the Atreides have discovered my true identity. They have seized my parents, who now languish in the depths of Erakin's dungeons. I fear fear for their lives under the yoke of this noble house. What do you think happens to the prisoners of House Atreides? Are they treated with the dignity and respect that the Duke so proudly proclaims? Or are they subjected to unspeakable horrors, hidden away from the eyes of the universe? Consider the public face of House Atreides. A facade of honor and righteousness, but what lies beneath that facade? Do you trust that dead people will the service of justice? I have torture, of degradation, of souls broken in the dark with massive sense, where suffering is the only constant. Is this the true face of the Duke's justice? Reflect on this. What does such cruelty say about the moral high ground the Atreides gain? How does it even justify the torment of innocence? Yet, however, as you ponder these questions, think of my dear ones facing the deepest of fates. Does the Duke's righteousness extend to mercy? Or does it stop at the threshold of his ambition? Dear listener, ask yourself, can a house built on the suffering of others be trusted? Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
You're listening to the Harkonnen Network, where every second counts in our pursuit of greatness. Strength through loyalty.
Remember, dear listeners, every action you take is a step towards greatness. Stay tuned for more programs and music throughout the day, and let the might of House Harkonnen guide you in all you do.
I've been thinking about Khan. There used to be a dream on this planet, that it could be something more. I think that is why Kynes sent me that letter. That's the thing, I just don't know. But there might be a way to find out, if you'll help me with another task. I need you to deliver a report of my progress to my superior, Cyprian Io. And while you're there, I need you to convince him to give me access to Kynes' research, which he would have inherited as planetologist for Arrakis. Here, take these Shigawire reels. They contain the details of my audit thus far. As for Cyprian Io, I suspect he'll still be in Arrakeen. He was holding court at the Seleucid Bull, an officer's bar, when I last saw him. Look for him there. I remember. I've spent so much of my recent life as a scholar that I'd forgotten what it was like to get my hands dirty in the field. For the older generations, yes, field research was a major component, really understanding the planet, you know? A myriad of ecosystems. It's why Pardo Kynes was such an inspiration. A man who walked the walk, lived amongst the Fremen. I wish I could have met him. Or his child, Liet Kynes. I wonder... No. Let's just focus on your training. I left my life at the Academy to come here and help the Kynes. I feel like, even with both of them gone, I could do more. Never mind. Then pay attention. A planet is merely an expression of energy, a machine being driven by its sun. Relationships within relationships. There. I hope some of this will be of use to you. You remain a suspiciously apt pupil.
operation continues with fierce battles and unexpected twists. Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotilla, for the latest updates.
Yes, and injured as he is, one wonders how he expects to win. But look at him. He's fighting with surprising skill despite his wounds.
He's desperate. That's all this is. Desperation. He knows he has no other choice.
To be a formidable opponent. Her strength and speed are incredible. Far beyond what one would expect from her age and appearance.
Her veil has been torn off. Ooh, look at those old scars. Her face is quite disfigured.
Yes, but they seem familiar to me. Have I seen that type of scarring before? Where?
I don't recognize her. She looks hideous, though. Anyway, back to the fight. Puiko seems to have the upper hand. But don't worry, she'll turn tail any moment now.
I'm not sure, Maxim. He's fighting fiercely, and despite everything, he seems to be holding his ground.
Just when you think he might actually do something right. Wait! What's that sound?
The rock lizards! They're flooding into the room, and there's Kanto right behind them.
Look at them attack! Puiko is putting up a fight, but there are too many! He's being overwhelmed!
The Grey Lady is retreating. She's getting away while the rock lizards tear into Puiko. It's a frenzy.
And there he goes, disappearing in a swarm of teeth and claws. Puiko man finally getting what he deserves.
Oh, the rock lizards are relentless. Kanto's control over them is absolute. He's pulling them back now, and there's hardly anything left of Puiko. Just bones and scraps of flesh.
What a fitting end for that coward. He deserves every bit of it.
Now we're down to 5 contestants. The Morani twins, the Fremen, Kanto, and the Grey Lady. The competition is fiercer than ever.
Stay tuned to this frequency for more updates and thrilling commentary from the heart of Katie Prime. The man trap continues, and the excitement is far from over.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen network for live updates and the most intense moments. The competition is heating up, and you won't want to miss what happens next in The Man Trap.
Let me tell you, Maxim, those scars, I've seen that kind of scarring before. If I could just remember where.
Beware, Lazaro. There is trouble. As you instructed, I went to Megabot to spread the word of our water company. But while there, I learned that agents of the water shippers have been offering hefty rewards for anyone who can provide information about their stolen shipments. We must prepare.
Ask any of the nobles, what is a kirab? A petty bandit, they will tell you. I, Lazaro Fine, am such a kirab, as was my father and his father before him. Yes, I am a bandit. I embrace that, but I do not accept being petty. There is wealth and power to be had on this Dune, even for one such as me. There is the spice, of course, but spice is the treasure of the Imperium. So what, I ask myself, is the treasure of Dune? Water. Water is that treasure. I see the masters of the Water Shippers Guild growing rich, and I think, why not me? Can water not make even a kirab a rich man? Indeed, it can, if that kirab is bold enough to take it. And I am bold enough.
Misinterpreted this as a veiled criticism of House Harkonnen. Let me be clear. I did not intend to cast doubt on the noble House Harkonnen. My loyalty to our good Baron remains unwavering, and I am grateful for the protection he provides. But today's question must be, is it possible to truly cleanse oneself of the Atreides corruption? Consider, dear listener, the nature of one who has defected from House Atreides. Like myself, we carry with us the taint of their deceit and self-righteousness. How deep does this taint run? Can it ever be fully purged? Or does it linger, corrupting even the most sincere convert? What if, despite my best efforts, I am still unwittingly a traitor? What if the Atreides deceit has left marks on my very essence that I cannot erase? Is my devotion to House Harkonnen compromised by my past, by the very fact that I once served the Atreides? This is not an easy question to face. It requires hard, unflinching self-examination. I must ask myself, and I ask you to consider as well. Can the taint of Atreides ever be fully eradicated? Or does it forever mark those who once lived under their sway? Follow these questions, and you will just find the truth.
Enhance your abilities and push the limits of human potential, noble of men. Offering a range of cybernetic enhancements and genetic modifications, we help you achieve peak performance. Stronger, faster, become the ultimate warrior with noble omens. Upgrade today and experience the future of human evolution.
You're tuned into the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. Strength through loyalty.
The courage and dedication of our soldiers is truly unmatched.
enough corporal punishment. Now, let's raise our spirits with some invigorating music.
Yeah, what's your pleasure? You looking to stab, perforate or vaporise? Tactical or fanatical, we have the tools to suit your every murder need, my friend. The Padishah Emperor is his proper address, I'll thank you. Or His Imperial Excellency, in the improbable event he was to grace you with his presence somehow. But in answer to your question, the portrait of the Emperor is both an icon and a metaphor. It reminds us that while the Emperor cannot be in all places beneath his gazer is. And why not? The enemies of the Imperium are legion. They gather in the shadows to plot the downfall of all that is right and good. Only the Emperor and his god-benighted Sardaukar legion stand in opposition. The Fremen savage dead. You looking to kill something up close or from afar? I mean, for up close, the gold standard is, and probably always will be, the Chome Defender. You can't go... But if you're after stopping power and don't mind the extra heft, you'll want to consider the Yakov 111. They call it the gun that settled Iraq. When Dmitri Harkonnen was granted the fief in 10111, he commissioned a durable... The Yakov's been dropping Fremen and outlaw...
Why is this person speaking with us? Portafoy, would you remove them from my sight? Wait. Portafoy, disregard last order. We must not physically harm the peasants. I can already hear grandmother's lecture in my head. Oof. It appears that now that I am Imperial Planetologist, it is unseemly to harm the paws, even just for fun. Very well, what do you want? From whom? A fellow planetologist, you say? And you've come from the Academy with a message? Oh yes, him. Oh, he's still alive then. And he sent you with a report? Yes, Portavoy can take those for further study. And how was Derek? Is he... well... Kynes? The old planetologist. What does he want with Kynes' work? Oh, I see. I see what he's doing. He's trying to undermine me. He wants proof that Kynes wanted him in this position instead of me. He wants to show the Emperor that he's a better choice for planetologist. Well, it won't happen. Portavoy, destroy those Shigawai reels. And you, return to Derek and inform him that his request is denied. He will never have access to Kynes' research. Now, be gone from my sight. Another slack-jawed peon come to gawk at your betters. From whom? A fellow...
welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris? How may I assist you? While it's true that peons cannot hold currency on certain Elder Core worlds, I can assure you that they are well provided for by their lords. However, in direct answer to your question, there is no active Imperial edict forbidding peons from holding currency in any form or denomination. The Solari is the physical medium of exchange in the Imperium. It is circulated in myriad paper and coin denominations, or micro-Solaris as they are known in the Regency world. The Imperial economy relies on the Solari to facilitate transactions and fuel. No, the spice melange is a commodity. While it is the most valuable commodity in the known universe, its value is established in Solaris. Spice is bought in Solaris, it is sold in Solaris.
Can't get enough of me, can you?
Hello. If you're planning to head out to collect spice, I have all that you need. Is it not the reason we are all here? Spice is life, but more importantly, spice is wealth. With spice, everything is possible, and it's right out there for the taking. If you can avoid it. Avoid? Everywhere is as good as any to get yourself murdered on Arrakis. But you might want to avoid anything promising something worse than death. No, friend, that is not all. But I don't have all day to go through the list, do I? I will tell you this. Don't listen to a word from Asmara Effendi or any of her smuggler comrades. At least the scavengers know they are scavengers. Smugglers are hardly any different. But that is not... According to them, any trade not claimed by a house is theirs. Like they are the only legitimate thieves in this world. Little emperors they are. But never mind, that is a small matter. And you...
You're back! Did he listen? Do I have access to the research of Kynes? Why? Why does it harm him to let me see the work that Kynes was doing? Did I ever tell you why I became a planetologist? My parents were peons, planet-bound servants. But the planet we lived on was barely populated. It was an agri-world, crops from pole to pole. We were responsible for almost the entire southern hemisphere. As long as the quotas were met, we were left alone. But I thought we could do more. So I begged my parents for sugar wire reels on farming and planetology. And more, I began to understand the relationships that govern systems. I found a way to increase our crop yields by 70%. House Alexin gained wealth, and I was sent to Kytane to study planetology in earnest. But on Kytane, perhaps we should speak of this another time. That's just it. There is nothing we can do. A more powerful man has decided, and that is that. I'm sorry, but I'd like to be alone for a while.
Under the protection of the bearer. I have now received word from my supervisor within House Harkonnen that my dear ones, my family, that they have all been cruelly executed by the Atreides. This is difficult to speak of, but I must continue. Today's question: what is the role of religion in times of turmoil? When I was house, I also recognized the false faith of my fathers in the lies of the Pelagianas and Christian scripture. Naturally, I recognize these as a control, an opiate for the masses, a way to keep an oppressed people docile and unquestioning. What comfort does religion offer? us in chains of hope and fear? Can we trust in the baseless promises it makes? Or should we seek our own truths, free from the shadows of ancient dogmas? These questions have troubled me deeply, as they should trouble you. Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
You've been listening to The Convert, exclusively on the Hackney. We are Arachis.
Remember, spoken truth that's closer to victory. Let's continue with some inspiring music.
Welcome back, people of Arrakis, to the Harkonnen Family Games. The Mantrap competition reaches its climax with just 4 contestants remaining. Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera for the latest updates.
I'm Maxim Dubrov and this is Vera Cotilla.
Enemy sighted!
how she can get out of this one.
Wait, Maxim! She's doing something! Her stance! She's using the voice!
What? The voice? This is impossible!
I remember now! Maxim! That's Sister Elara, the Bene Gesserit defector! The scandal when she was expelled was huge! She's been missing for years!
Elara? The one who challenged the Reverend Mothers? This is incredible!
Exactly! She was known for her mastery of the voice and her truth-sayer abilities. And now she's using those skills to turn the twins Morani against each other!
Look at them! They're attacking each other! She is commanding them to fight to the death!
Of course, Max!
Hey, Captain. I know a fellow who's a grunt for the Watershippers Guild, and he told me something you might want to know. That guild exec that hired us, Oren Razin? Well, it seems he has been trying to impress his bosses by reducing expenses. Only one of the ways he tried to save money was by cutting back on security for his ice shipments. The Kirab probably wouldn't have been able to hijack that shipment if it had the required number of guards. And now, Razin's desperate to try and fix things before the hammer falls. Thought this info might be useful if we want to try to screw some extra money out of him.
Welcome, visitor, to Imperial Desert Testing Station number 197. I am Station Supervisor Janice Braun of the Imperial Engineering Corps. Yes, this lab has the unique distinction of being headed by an engineer rather than a scientist. Although there are geologists and hydrologists aplenty on our team, our mission requires engineering expertise above all. The mission is simple. Find Dune's water. Our scientific colleagues assure us that conditions are right for the presence of a large aquifer on this planet. Our mission will be to drill deep until we find it.
Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert, once an advisor to the Atreides regime, who now lives under the protection. Recent events have shown me the true nature of those who claim to rule with ruthless force. I am not here to tell you what I offer you questions to unlock your own truth. I ask, do ideas and official declarations matter? Or are we driven by darker forces? Consider, dear listener, the ideals of the great masses. Each has their own creeds and dogmas, their songs and legends by which they seek to shape their loyal subjects. But do these words and ideals truly matter? Do they in fact guide the actions of those in power? Or are they merely a facade, a mask to hide the true nature of their rule? Do not those raised in an environment of democracy become inherent to them, no matter what lofty ideals they profess? Does not the soil in which we are planted determine the nature of our growth, regardless of the light we are shown? Look at the actions of House Atreides. They preach empathy, yet they, we are told, incarcerate and execute without mercy. They proclaim justice, but, some say, even they manipulate and deceive. Is there a contradiction there? And if so, does it reveal a deeper truth about human nature? I ask you, dear listener, to reflect on the true driving forces behind our actions. Are we, as individuals, truly guided by the ideals we profess? Or are we rather shaped by the actual environment in which we live? I have seen the truth behind the facades. All promises of fairness, of just rewards for loyalty and fidelity are hollow, and the real power lies in fear and control. I found that to be true for House Atreides, but I have found that the corruption of power is universal. And those who claim to hate hypocrisy and false virtue are no more free of it, though it may be clad in different words. They lied to me. The Harkonnen lied. I should have known. My family was not killed by the Atreides. Word has reached me that they yet live, protected by the children of Caladan from the people who betrayed them, agents of the very house I pledged my loyalty to. House Harkonnen, with all its cruelty and deceit, has shown its true face. I see now that the Atreides, for all their faults, still foster their subjects with a fundamental empathy that Harkonnen will never understand. I long to return to a place where compassion and justice are not just words, but values. Perhaps diminished by time and harsh circumstances, but still known by the heart. I swear my loyalty anew to House Atreides, for they, despite everything, hold on to a spark of humanity that the Harkonnens have long extinguished. I renounce House Harkonnen and all of its lies. Long live Dog Leto! Long live the Atreides! Long live...
Stay tuned to the Harkonnen Network, where loyalty, strength, and victory are celebrated. Strength through loyalty.
Knowledge is indeed power, dear listener. And speaking of knowledge, I feel the urge now to share a candid story from my own life. And perhaps it could be a learning of that for any young Harkonnen woman pondering their prospects. You see, once I had an intimate acquaintance with a highly ranked officer. He shall remain unnamed, but Let's call him Bersag X. He was quite charming, and our nights were filled with passion and whispers. But he was prone to speaking in his sleep, and therein lay his doom. You see, the words the Bersag spoke in his post-coital slumber were, let's say, troubling. He spoke in the darkness of the night, of doubts, of questioning the Baron's decisions. I knew then what I had to do. The very next morning I reported his treacherous thoughts. The Baron, in his wisdom, had Bersag X removed from his position and taken to a place where such doubts could be corrected. While I was praised and handsomely rewarded, I took a new lover. This time a brigadier, who turned out to have challenges of his own. But that, my dear listeners, is another story entirely. The lesson here, of course, loyalty above all. Loyalty to the Baron, to the glorious Harkonnen family. Never, ever forget that. Now, let's return to our uplifting music.
Welcome back, people of Arrakis, to the thrilling conclusion of the Harkonnen Family Games! The competition has reached its final showdown! Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila, for the ultimate battle of the Man Trap!
Thank you and welcome back. Vera, we are about to witness the final confrontation between the Fremen and Sister Lara.
Indeed, Maxim. Both contestants are nearing the innermost chamber of the labyrinth, each approaching from different directions.
Sister Alara has reached the chamber first. The massive stone door closes behind her, trapping her inside with one of the most fearsome creatures in the Imperium, a Lhasa tiger, its muscles rippling beneath its striped fur, chains rattling as it moves.
The Lhasa tiger, known for its immense strength and ferocity, is chained in the center of the room, guarding the seal that the victor must press to win.
Sister Elara is attempting to use the voice on the tiger. Listen!
Obey. Stand down.
The tiger isn't responding. It's immune to her control. She's trying to keep her distance, but the beast lunges at her with claws extended.
She's down! The tiger has mauled her. It looks like Sister Elara is finished.
Now the Fremen has entered the chamber. The door closes behind him with a resounding thud, trapping him inside with the tiger.
The tiger leaves Sister Elara's bleeding body and charges at the Fremen, its roar echoing through the chamber. He's fighting with incredible skill and determination, climbing onto the beast and driving his grist knife into its neck.
The Fremen is holding on, despite being horribly injured. One of his arms has been torn off, blood flowing freely, but he keeps fighting, stabbing the tiger repeatedly.
Unbelievable! The tiger is collapsing under his relentless assault. The Fremen has done it. He is the last contestant standing.
The crowd is silent as the Fremen struggles to his feet, his body battered and broken, stumbling towards the seal that will end the game.
He's almost there. Step by step, he's making his way. But wait, what's that?
Stop. Kill yourself.
Sister Elara is still alive! She's using the voice to command him!
He's done it! The Fremen has killed himself! Sister Elara is rising to her feet, her face a mask of determination!
She's walking proudly to the seal, pressing it with a triumphant smile! Sister Elara has won the Harkonnen Family Games!
An astonishing victory! But wait! Who let you in here? What? No, take your clothes from me!
You have violated the rules betting on Kanto's victory. You are coming with us.
This is bullshit! You can't do this! They cheated!
Well, this is unexpected. Maxim is being taken away by the guards. It seems I am alone now. What an incredible ending to this year's games. Sister Elara has emerged victorious, proving her resilience and skill. And as for next year's games, I believe we might already have one contestant lined up, Maxim Dubrov himself. Oh, Maxim.
Thank you for tuning in to the Harkonnen Family Games. This year's Man Trap has been one for the history books. Stay tuned for more updates and future events on the Harkonnen Network. Until next time. The Harkonnen Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty. Listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Attention, loyal listeners of the Harkonnen Network. Due to unforeseen events, the program The Convert has been temporarily removed from our schedule. Rest assured, the show will return soon, as dozens of new converts wait eagerly to share their tales of Atreides' treachery and Harkonnen superiority. Stay tuned for their stories of truth and enlightenment. Thank you for your continued loyalty. Glory to House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis.
That was The Convert, exclusively on the Harkonnen Network. Stay tuned for more compelling content. Strength through loyalty.
What a powerful message from The Convert. As my dear friend Lady Maris always says, the path to truth is paved with difficult questions. Learn which ones to avoid.
You're listening to the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. We are Arrakis.
I am Sila Kroon, your guide and confidant, here to lead you through another glorious day under the might of our beloved Baron. Let's start with some invigorating music to get our blood pumping. Now let's dive into our first program of the day. The converts, where truths are unveiled and the light of royalty shines through. Listen closely, for within these words lies the key to understanding the true nature of our enemies.
You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert, once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime. I have since escaped and live under the protection of our I cannot divulge my name out of fear for my dear ones. Still,